I'm Miss June, and this is Gabe. He's a therapy dog. Some of you know Gabe from school. We want to read you a story today. This is Susie's story. The little puppy lay in the grass all alone. Her skin hurt. She was cold and afraid. Why did her owner hurt her? Why was he so mean? She looked up and saw a man walking towards her. She hoped this man wouldn't hurt her. He bent over and said, "Oh, you poor baby." He reached down with his hand. She whimpered. She was so afraid. The man said, "It's okay, little one." He gently lifted the puppy and carried her to a small house. He gave her water and put down some fluffy towels. She was still afraid and her skin hurt, but it was nice to curl up in a soft bed. The puppy watched the man talking to a telephone. A few minutes later, she heard a knock on the front door. It startled her, but she was too tired to run and hide. The man opened the door and another man came inside. Look, see Susie? See Susie? Is that her? The other man asked. Come around, baby. Here, come here, Gabe. This is Petey. This is my other dog. Petey was a rescue. His story is a whole lot like Susie's. I got Petey from the pound, and his owner had been so mean to him. He was so sad, and he didn't trust me for a long time. But now he and Gabe are just best pals, and they play all the time. The puppy watched the man talking to a telephone. A few minutes later, she heard a knock on the front door. It startled her, but she was too tired to run and hide. The man opened the door and another man came inside. Is that her? The other man asked. His shirt had a patch that said animal control. Poor little thing, he said. Sit down, Gabe. It's okay. Down. Poor little thing. I'll take her in so she gets the help she needs. The officer gently lifted her with both hands. Let's go, girl. The puppy slept through the car ride. She had a dream about the park and how lonely she'd been there. She shivered, and then she dreamed about the man who found her, and she felt better. She woke up and blinked her little eyes. People stood around her looking at her. They wore masks, and their eyes were sad. She was on a cool table, and the lights were bright. The people said, "Oh, poor puppy," and "Poor little puppy. She's at the veterinarian's." One woman had white, smooth gloves on her hands. She reached and lightly touched the pup's head. It hurt a little, but the pup wasn't afraid. Let's call her Susie. Do you like that name? Is Susie a good name? Yeah, we like that. See the picture? See Susie? Susie didn't know the woman, but the woman's touch was so gentle. Susie felt safe here. She wasn't afraid anymore, and she loved her new name. The people at this place took turns helping Susie. They gave her medicine, and they put bandages where she needed them. They fed her and gave her water, and they made sure she had a safe place to sleep. In a few days, the people helping weren't strangers anymore. They became her friends. She looked forward to seeing them and being with them. Susie felt a little better each day. Finally, after weeks and weeks, Susie felt good. She was so happy. Sometimes Susie would remember the night she was hurt. Why was her master so mean? She was just a little puppy. She needed someone to love her and take care of her. Then she would think of the nice man who found her. See Susie? Look at Susie. Doesn't she look happy? Yeah. How he had saved her and brought her to the shelter. He was nice, even though he didn't know her. When she thought about him, she wagged her tail. She loved him for helping her and being so nice. It's okay. Lay down. One day, a new woman came to see her. I'm your new foster mother, Susie, the woman said. The doctor says you're well enough and you can go home with me. Susie wagged her tail. She liked this woman. Look, see Susie wagging her tail? I know, yeah, look. Here, lay down, come on. Susie missed the other people. But she loved her new foster mom and dad. They took care of her and gave her all the love she could ever want. They taught her lots of new things. She learned how to live in a home with people and other pets. She learned not to chew on shoes or furniture. She learned that squeaky toys were fun to play with. Gabe loves his squeaky toy. Susie spent 2 months with her foster family. She grew bigger and her wounds healed. She had scars from the burns, but she felt happy, and she was beautiful. People everywhere heard about Susie. Her story made them sad, and they wanted to help. These people passed a new law to protect pets from being abused. They named it Susie's Law. Susie didn't know how famous she was. When she was ready, she went to her forever home. She loves her new family. She has a good life, and she is so happy. See, Susie? Look at her. Doesn't she look happy? Look, Gabe. Sometimes she asks herself, how did I get so lucky? Susie's grown now. She lives with her family in North Carolina. She likes to be petted, and she loves to play with her doggy toys. Well, I know you children are good to your pets, and you love them, and you always take care of them, and you would never be unkind to them. Do you know what to do if you see a stray dog somewhere on the street or in your neighborhood? You tell your parents and ask them to call the Humane Society for you. So that's our story for today. Petey, tell them bye. Say bye. Bye for now. Say Gabe, bye. Bye, guys.